everyone. Welcome to Downward Dog Rising. It's Traci here, and I'm here to give you a Pilates yoga video. I think I'm going to move you a little closer to the frame. Let's see. Did I get you? Okay. I'm just trying to fit in. All right, got it. Okay, so we're gonna do Pilates and yoga. We're gonna mix it together. And then when you're doing Pilates, I want you to think of always initiating from your core, from your center, because you have to draw your abdominal wall tight to your back. And then if you ever push out, you're not going to be connecting into your center. And it's really important for us to connect into our center. Okay, so what I want you to start off with, I'm going to have you sit tall. And basically, I want you to reach your arms in front of you. And then I want you to feel like you're pulling your abdominals into your back. Press the back of the ribs away from you and start to draw your abdominals into the spine and just slowly roll back a tiny bit. Now think of an ocean wave as your abdominals pull in, elongate your abdominal wall into the interior of your spine. Reach through top of head, peel back, reach the legs long out of your center, and then lift up again. Peel back, reach legs long out of your center, and then gently lift back up. 3 more. Feel like your shoulder blades pull straight down the sides of your back. 2 more times. Inhale, and then exhale. Reach out over the legs. Now 1 more time. Slowly scoop in, lift up. Now we're gonna make our way all the way down to our mat. I'm just gonna get the mat a little bit closer. Yeah, okay. There we go. So I'm gonna have you go like this. Pull into your core, stretch your heels away from you. Now, put on your brakes. Stretch your legs long. Roll through the low back. Elongate the tailbone under you. All the way until you're down on the mat. All right, now what I want you to do, lift up your right leg. Now without moving either one of your hip bones, I'm gonna have you crisscross. You wouldn't do this with a hip replacement. Now just press this heel against the floor, point toes, circles. Breathe in, and then breathe out. 4, 3, the only thing that moves is the top leg. Press your bottom heel into the mat. 2, breathe in, breathe out. Last one, reverse your direction. Keep pelvis super stable. Breathe in, breathe out. Tighten the core to your back. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale. Stretch fingertips long by sides of body. 2 more, inhale, exhale. And 1 more time, you're gonna inhale, exhale. All right. Fold your right knee in, pull in the left thigh, bottom of foot is on the mat, crisscross your right ankle over the left knee, and we're gonna go into a little reclined pigeon where you're on your back. Hug in, press your right elbow to your right inner thigh, flex your feet, and just stay here and breathe. Feel your entire spine is long on mat. Breathing in, breathing out. Let your spine settle into the mat. Breathing in, breathing out. One more deep inhale. Now slide your hands from behind your thigh to mid-shin and draw in a little closer. Breathing in, breathing out. Feel that glute, that hamstring. Deepen that stretch. Breathing in and breathing out. Spine is long into that. And inhale and exhale. Feel how it goes up to the top of the hamstring, right where it goes into your glute. Exhale. Kind of burns a little bit when your glutes are tight. Breathing in, breathing out. One more time. And inhale. And exhale, softly release. Wonderful. So we got that right gluteal to stretch out. Before we switch sides, place your right foot flat on mat. Take the left leg straight up into the air. Avoid putting any weight at all in the neck. Tighten your abdominal wall to your back, and I want you to engage your right gluteal. Your hips are level, your glutes stay level. And I want you to lift straight up into the air and then lower straight down. Inhale, exhale, really stretch tailbone away from you. Press your right hip bone to the sky. Keep hips aligned. 6 more. 5 more. 4 more. 3. No weight in neck. 2 more. Squeeze that right glute. Stay lifted. Now, reach this left leg towards opposite knee. Breathe in, breathe out. 5. Keep pelvis lifted. 4. Scoop in tight. Hips are level. 3. 2 more. Keep the pelvis really stable. Last one. Now reverse. Breathe in. Breathe out. 5. Inhale, exhale. 4. And 3. Tighten the core in. 2 more. Last one. Fold the knee in. Take a deep inhalation. Stretch tailbone long. Relax through your sternum, your breastbone. Exhale, peel down, bone by bone. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Roll out your spine. All the way down. Work your way all the way down. Hug your knees in for a moment. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Release your back. Excellent. All right. Now take your right leg straight to the mat. Now take your left leg into the air. We're going to reverse that whole sequence. Reach across. Inhale. And then you're going to exhale. Around and back. 5. Core is strong. 4. Abdominals connect through. 3 more. 2 more. Breathe in, breathe out. 1 more. Breathe in, breathe out. Keep pressing this right heel into the mat. Reverse. Deep inhale, deep exhale. 5. Keep pelvis stabilized. 4. Inhale, exhale. Feel chest is open. 3. And 2. Good. Last one. Breathe in, breathe out. And then gently, what I want you to do here, you're going to bend this right foot in. Crisscross your left leg over the right. Now, keep your entire spine long. Do this little stretch when your left inner thigh outward by using that left elbow. Flex your feet. Hug in tight. Do a little recline pigeon on this side. Breathing in. Breathing out. Spine is long. Use that left arm to gently guide your left inner thigh away from your center. And inhale. And exhale. Getting into our hip and glutes today. And inhale, spine is long. Exhale. Feel how your spine lengthens apart into your mat. Inhale. And exhale. Feel that lateral hip release. We're going to go deeper into our lateral glute. Also at the top of the hamstring. Reach mid-shin, slowly hug in towards you. And take a few inhales and exhales here. Really feel it go up higher into the glute, top of hamstring, side of glute. Sometimes you'll be tighter in different areas on different sides. Each side will feel different to you, and that's okay. Feel the tension ease out of your hip, out of your glute. One more deep inhale. Softly, gently release. And then we're going to take this left leg that we just stretched our glute, our lateral glute, our hip. Place that left foot flat on the mat. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Extend the right leg straight to the air. And you're feeling how your abdominals just really draw into the anterior of your spine. So you reach from the front of the body towards the back of the body, meaning you're going in if the anterior of the spine, the posterior of the spine faces out to your mat. So we're just thinking of reaching through our bodies to get our core to really drop our back into the mat before we even begin. Turn on this left gluteal. That'll help you so you don't cramp up the hamstrings. So you inhale to prepare, and then you're going to elevate pelvis straight up, and then bring hips down again. Squeeze that left gluteal, scoop in, hip to sky. And 6, chest is open. 5, really scoop your core tight. 4 more. 3 more. Lift and lower. 2 more. Lift and lower. Last one. Now from here, what I want you to do, stay lifted, circle towards opposite knee, squeeze side of hip and glute, really engage. Squeeze this side of hip and glute to stabilize that hip. 4, pelvis is totally still and stable. 3, work those obliques. They wrap around sides of waist. 2 more. And inhale, exhale. Last one, breathe in, breathe out. Reverse direction for 5, really squeeze the lateral glutes. And 4, feel those glutes. 3, inhale, exhale. 2 more, inhale, exhale. 1 more, inhale, exhale. Now you're gonna fold that leg in, place your foot on the mat. Now press hips to sky, feel width across shoulders, collarbones wide, take a deep inhale. Now roll down vertebra by vertebra, exhale. A little bit more. Inhale, and then you exhale, soften, breathe in. Exhale, roll down a little bit more. If you feel wobbling side to side, focus more. Go slower and breathe into the wobbly part. Breathe in, exhale, get those muscles to wake up, turn on, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Really stretch each vertebra down to the next. All the way. As your tailbone connects, you can allow your low back to lift off the mat a tiny bit. Just like when we do cow on all fours, that's a little spinal arch. Here's your cat, imprint your back into the mat, and then do 4 more. Arch, just like in cow when you're on your hands and knees. Now imprint, tailbone long, reaching away from you, and inhale. Arch and exhale, imprint, stretch out your low back, scoop in. 2 more, inhale, and exhale. 1 more time. Inhale, feel space open in low back. Exhale, imprint spine into mat. Your neutral is in between those two. Now just imagine your 2 hip bones draw a straight line all the way across. Now, with your 2 hips straight facing up to the sky, it's very important that you don't hike one of your hips up into your rib cage. You need to keep the two hips level and straight. Section your pelvis into two halves. So one hip stays flat on the mat. We're going to call right hip 3 o'clock on the face of a clock. And then this left hip is going to be 9 o'clock on the face of a clock. So keep a straight line. Lift up 9 o'clock. Pull 9 o'clock down. Lift up 3. Now your whole goal is to keep a straight line across those two hip bones. So if one of your hips starts hiking into your rib cage, there's a muscle that's automatically turning on in your back, possibly the quadratus lumborum hiking up your hip. And we want to restore an optimal muscle recruitment pattern. So you want to feel like you could really stretch the front of your ribs apart here in the front. Pull those ribs apart. Keep a straight line across each hip bone. 4, 3, so I'm moving my hips without moving my legs really. 2, tighten the core to your back. Feel the low back, open up. Return to the center, thicken your two hip bones, pulling tight across. Okay, now we're gonna start right hip up first, that's 3 o'clock, and then the left hip. Side to side, see if you can move the same way. Really feel space open up on each side of your low back. Lift and down. It's like you're rolling a marble from one hip across to the other, initiating with the 3 o'clock first to the 9, back and forth for 4, and 3. Open up some space, low back, 2 more, and last one, excellent. Now just hug both legs in for a moment. Gently rock side to side across your low back if that feels good to you on your low back. Awesome. Okay, next, what I want you to do here, I'm going to ask you to take your hands behind your head and your neck, and then what I want you to essentially do, avoid pulling your elbows together like that. Keep your elbows far out to your sides, and basically pull your abdominal wall interiorly through to the spine. Now you're going to go like this. You're going to elevate up, draw into your center, lower back down. Make some more room in your spine. Inhale, exhale. Really focus on your core, lengthening into your spine. Exhale, it's gonna burn. Lengthen spine, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Feel that connection. And 6. So I'm not having you crunch up, I'm having you float up your head. 5. As you're pulling your abdominal wall really tight to your back. And 3, pull inward. 2 more, pull these muscles in. Last one. Excellent. Relax head, neck, shoulders for a moment. Okay, feel how your low back stays on the mat. And then basically what I want you to do, bring your heels into a V stance. First position, ballet or Pilates V stance Pilates. So now float your head up. Make sure your core doesn't push out. Your elbows are wide. Now I want you to feel like your ribs can draw down and together. So the ribs avoid flaring. Now you're going to stretch your legs at whatever angle you could keep your back from arching off the mat. Exhale. And then pull them in. Exhale will support your low back more. If you exhale to pull the knees in, that's going to work your core more. Make sure your back is supported. 7. Wrap those ribs, elbows wide. 6. 5. Squeeze the air out of your lungs. 4. 3. Work the core. Exhale. 2 more. Exhale. Work. Last one. Excellent. Take your arms down by your sides. Okay, next one that I want you to do. Only lift your feet like this far. That's it. An inch, maybe half an inch. Pull those two hip bones tight across. We're going to stabilize low back, and we're going to initiate the lower abs. Those are hard to get to sometimes, so we're going to work them. Inhale. Now just as you tighten in, Feet go up, feet go down. See how small that motion was? Exhale, make sure your back stays on mat. Chest is open. Exhale. Tiny little lift, both feet. Exhale. Pull your 2 hip points together. Exhale. And 6. Really work on that stability of your spine, lumbar area, low back. 5, 4, 3 more. Exhale. 2 more times. You're going to exhale. And last one, you're going to exhale. Awesome. Okay, next. What I want you to do is take your hands, interclasp fingers behind your head and neck again. Okay, you're going to push this left elbow against your mat. Your breastbone is the point you're going to rotate around as you anchor both shoulder blades down your back. So notice how you're keeping open across shoulders, chest, and then you lower down. Maybe you'll lift up your knee, keep chest open. So you keep hips straight to the ceiling. Exhale, rotate, tap down. Exhale, rotate, tap down. Exhale. Feel those obliques. Exhale, scoop in, rotate from your breastbone and your hip bones face the sky. And 6, and then 5, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, rotate, last one, come back to that. So now I'm going to switch to this one. This right elbow pushes against your mat, keep chest wide open. Now you're going to keep elbows wide, right elbow on the mat, rotate. Keep chest open, collarbones are wide. These 2 hip bones face the sky. Exhale, rotate around that breastbone. 8, 7, squeeze the air out of the lungs, scoop in. 6, breathe in. Exhale, chest open. 5, 4, you're gonna really feel it. Pull into your abdominal wall, scoop in, zip up. 3, rotate around breastbone. 2 more. Last one. And then come in. All right. I'm just going to turn, give you a different angle. So now we're going to go into crisscross in Pilates. Crisscross. Knees are bent, tabletop. And then what I want you to do, your spine is long, your knees are bent, elbows stay wide open. Okay, so you extend like at a 45-degree angle so your back doesn't lift. Come back, then you scoop your core tight. Keep rotating. Press elbow into mat. Open chest. Exhale. Come in. Squeeze the air out. Exhale. Come back in. Breathing in. Breathing out. Rotate around your breastbone. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Rotate. Inhale. Exhale. Use your core. Four, 3, scoop in, chest open. 2 more. Last one. Excellent. And then gently just do a little hip opener, knee circles. Stir the leg deeper into your hip socket. Inhale, and then exhale. 3. Feel how your low back is totally against the mat too. And last one, reverse it. Inhale, exhale, and inhale, exhale, reach. Excellent. 4, spine is long into your mat. 3, and then 2, last one. All right, extend the legs long. Now we're going to do something to work your hamstrings. And then we'll go into a yoga pose. So we're just going to straighten out our legs. And then I want you to actually turn onto your abdominals. So as you turn onto your abdominals, you're going to clasp your hands together. Pull your heart through. Now, press your hip bones into the mat and feel how your tailbone lengthens away from you. And then we I want to avoid letting our hips rock. Keep hips stabilized, and I want you to kick heel in, squeeze back the thigh, and then point your toes, kick in again, and then lower down, switch sides. Single leg kick. So you're gonna go flex, point, down, exhale, inhale, down. Lift your heart through, exhale, inhale, down. Flex, point, down, open heart, flex, point, down. Exhale, inhale. 6 more. Exhale, inhale, down. Exhale, inhale, down. Squeeze back the upper thigh. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Flex and point. Flex and point. Last set. Flex and point. Flex and point. Come in. Wonderful. Next, what I want you to do here, you're going to lower down to your mat and then relax your forehead on the backs of your hands. And then I want you to reach, grab your ankle, and then I want you to keep your knees narrow, so avoid letting your knee go off to the side. And then I want you to really stretch your tailbone far away from your center. And then you're going to slowly elevate this leg and stretch out the hip and the quad. Feel how it stretches the front of your shoulder. You inhale, and then you exhale. Keep tailbone long, breathing in and breathing out. So you're stretching your tailbone away from you, feeling the stretch in the front of your hip and thigh. And inhale and exhale. Feel chest open to shoulder away from your ear. Inhale and then exhale. Breathing in and breathing out. One more time. Breathing in and breathing out. Excellent. Slowly extend that leg long. Okay, we're going to switch to the other side. Reach back, grab your foot, and then what I want you to do, relax your forehead on the back of your hands, and then you're just going to elevate up. Keep that knee in line with the hip socket. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Feel chest open, shoulders down and away from ears. Stretch that hip out. Tailbone reaches long. Breathing in, breathing out. This feels really good if the front of your hip or thigh is really tight. Later we'll do a little bow posture. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale. Exhale. Get the front of that hip to release. Inhale. Exhale. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Gently release. Now slowly extend that leg. Now maybe just wiggle hips side to side for a second. Okay, next thing that I want you to do, we're going to go into a single, we did our single leg kick, we're going to do a double leg kick just now. If you want to modify your shoulders, you can just have your arms reach back like this, and you'll look over one shoulder, come back center, look over the other shoulder. Now if you want to get deeper into your shoulders, crisscross behind your back. So we're going to press our hip bones against the mat. Avoid doing this. Avoid arching and loading up your lower spine here. So you keep your hip bones pressed into the mat. You stretch your tailbone far away. You protect that low lumbar spine. You turn your head. You're going to take your hands behind your back, or you would just do this modified so it doesn't overdo your shoulders. So you're going to do 3 kicks as you flex heels to your glutes. So you're going to press tailbone away, scoop your core tight, and you're going to go exhale, 2, 3, and then you're going to go inhale. So if your hands are just down here, you just lift them up, turn, look over your other shoulder, exhale, 2, 3. Inhale, open your chest, turn, look over your shoulder, exhale, 2, 3. Inhale, stretch and reach. Exhale, 2, 3. Open shoulders, chest, reach. Exhale, 2 and 3. Tighten the core all the way through. Inhale. Exhale, 2 and 3. Inhale, chest Inhale, open collarbones. 2 more. Exhale, 2, 3. Inhale, open. 1 more. Exhale, 2 and 3. Inhale, collarbones wide. Release. Gently turn head side to side. Release your neck. Gently wiggle hips side to side. Release your back. Now take hands under your shoulders. Press directly up to hands and knees. Now gently sit back, hips over heels for Balasana, little rest pose. Pull your heart forward through the arms. Stretch your tailbone long. Sits bones reach behind you. And inhale. And exhale. Get that low back to pull apart. And inhale. And exhale. Really feel how sits bones pull behind you, breastbone pulls forward and through. Inhale and exhale. One more time, gonna inhale. Exhale, release that spine apart. Slowly take hands under shoulders. Now press all the way up. Now, what I want you to do next, I want you to face sideways for a moment. And then you're gonna take modified. You would go like this. You would keep this bottom knee bent. You would lift your heart and you would just stretch your whole side. Or you could do a side plank where you just have your ankles stacked. Stay here and breathe for 10. Maybe have hand behind head. 9, 8, 7, hold it there. And 6, hold it there. 5, 4, collarbones wide. 3, 2, last one. Turn to the center. Now hold it here. Really stretch your tailbone away from you. Pull your heart through. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. Think of sides and neck are long. Exhale. Breathing in. Core scoops in. Exhale. Tailbone long. Front ribs meet back ribs. And 6. Hold it here. And 5. And 4. Hold it here. Core is strong. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Now, go the other way. Modify. You bend that bottom knee. Arm can reach to the sky. Shoulder blades down back. Or you can go full out. Stack your ankles. Maybe take your hand behind your head. Hold and breathe. Keep your hips aligned. And inhale. I'm going to turn to face you. Keep there. Just turning to face you. Inhale. And then you exhale. Chest is open. Inhale. Collarbones wide. Exhale. Breathing in. Breathing out. Chest is open. Inhale. And exhale. Good. And 6. 5. Feel those ribs wrap. 4. We're working these bottom obliques there. 3. And 2. Last one. Excellent. Gently come down to your mat. All right. Next, what I want you to do, you're going to come up onto your forearm. I'm just going to do a little time check. Okay. Come up onto your forearm. And we're just going to bring our heels a tiny bit out in front of our hips. You want to feel how your ribs are straight. And then I'm going to ask you to lift up the top leg. And then I'm going to have you feel as if, one more time, take arm back. We're going to take hand to hip, side kick. Without moving your hips around like that or moving your whole body, you're just going to stretch back and flex twice to the front. Keep width across collarbones. Exhale for 2. Inhale, point back. Exhale for 2. Inhale, point back. We're going to get ready to do our fire log, Agnistumbasana, after we work our hips, Agnistumbasana. And 7, pulse, pulse, take it back. And 6, 5, stabilize pelvis. 4, 3, 2 more. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, pulse, pulse to the front. 1 more. Inhale, back. Exhale, pulse, pulse. Wonderful. Hug in. Excellent. Switch to the other side. Remember, for this particular exercise, we do take our heels a tiny bit out in front of our hips. We don't do that all the time. So it just depends on the exercise and your spinal alignment. So now we're going to take hand behind head, take your top leg up, maybe you'll have hand at hip, really tighten from front to back body, pull those core muscles in, point your toes, now pulse, pulse forward, just move leg, inhale now, pulse twice to the front, inhale, take it back, pulse it to the front, inhale now, pulse, pulse forward, inhale back, exhale, pulse, pulse forward. 7. Think of these bottom ribs lifting. 6. 5 more. Stabilize. Those ribs are really stabilizing you. 4 more. Those obliques wrap you. 3. Inhale. Exhale. Pulse, pulse. 2 more. Side kick from Pilates. Exhale, exhale. And last one, breathing in. Exhale, exhale. Awesome. Gently hug that knee in for a second. Release that hip. Now we're going to do our fire log pose to get those hips to release. Gently come all the way up. Now if you placed, you're going to bend the right leg and then make like a straight line from the ankle to the knee. And don't worry if it's not perfectly straight. So it's okay. You go where you can. And I'm going to do my right leg on bottom. I'm just going to take my left ankle and I'm going to place the left ankle over that right knee, not directly on the joint, a little higher. And then I tend to have a super tight hip. It's going to release in a little bit. Flex your feet to energetically give space and open the hips. And just see if you can rise up. As you lengthen up through the spine, it's going to help release that hip and leg, thigh a little bit more. So you don't have to really push down on it. Just recenter your focus. Lengthen all the way up so that your sits bones drop down into your mat. Inhale and exhale. Some of you may already start out with your hips totally down on the mat, your legs even, and if you start out that way, then you may have to progress by coming down this way, lengthen up through spine, and at the crease of each hip, you could start to hip hinge forward over the legs and stretch in front. If you're at that level, go for it so you get a deeper stretch. Remember not to bend from the spine, you're not rounding, you're gonna hip hinge and stretch over the legs. If you're more where I'm at, it's okay if you want to keep your arms reaching up to keep settling your pelvis into the mat, getting equal weight across sits bones, bottom of pelvis. Once you feel the weight equalize, gently, you could use a block or a pillow and just hinge from the hips. I love running, but running makes my hips super tight, but I just love running so much I can't give it up. So that means I just have to stretch more to release the tension. Breathing in, breathing out. Your body needs more what it's not good at, so it's okay. When you notice it's like really hard to sit a certain way, it's okay. Just work with it. Breathing in and breathing out. Soften into the stretch. Let those hips release. Breathe in and breathe out. Soften into it. Breathing in, breathing out. Soften into that stretch. You'll notice they slowly start to release little by little. Inhale and exhale. When you feel like you're not fighting so much, you can deepen the stretch. Maybe you're all the way down to the mat, and maybe you bring your forehead onto your hands and you just lay flat. It took me till now to get my legs to drop. So we're wherever we are, breathing in. You could even make a fist with each hand, resting your forehead on the floor in front. You could use a rolled up yoga blanket or any blanket. Soften into the stretch a little deeper, getting deep into those hips, lateral hips, those lateral hip rotators, those glutes. Lots of tensions releasing. Take one more deep inhale, and then slowly we're going to rise back up, reach arms to sky, release gently, and then we're going to take our legs out. They might feel really tight when you do this part. Just take a moment and maybe shake out your knees for a second. Let those legs release for a moment, and we're just going to switch sides right away. Fire log used to be my least favorite pose to go into, my least favorite stretch. Then after a while, I looked at it differently, like, it's one of my favorite because I feel like it does so much for me when I stop and do it. Like I can really feel the benefits. And when I run, the next day I run, or when I run after I do these stretches, I actually have a longer stride because I loosen up the hips. And if I'm tight again after a run, it just means I have to come back and do this again, and it's okay. So we're gonna bend this leg in, the left side this time. Switch sides. If you started on the other side, that's fine. Just switch it to the other side you didn't do. So we just pull that leg in, cross this ankle over the other knee, a little higher, not directly on the joint, just a little bit higher. And then situate so both hips are squared straight in front of you. And just take a moment, maybe take the arms to the sky, because as you reach up, it really drops you into your sits bones, into the bottom of your pelvis without you forcing anything. It's gravity doing its job. So we just inhale, stretch, elongate out. Exhale, just lift and lengthen up. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Give it some time to release. Exhale. Equal weight through each half of your pelvis. So that Pilates work helped your hips too today, to get you a little deeper, to go deeper into the stretch. Breathing in and then breathing out. Inhale and then exhale. Breathing in, breathing out. When you start to feel like you're loosening up a tiny bit more, go ahead and bring arms down. And then, if you're already feeling pretty loose in the hips and you want to increase the stretch, go ahead and stretch forward over the legs. You can use a yoga block. You can put your forehead on it. You could have your forearms resting on a block in front. Hip hinge, stretch and reach. I'm just bringing the block a little higher to me for this one. Flex your feet. And just breathe with that awareness. If you feel it like really intensely, just breathe into that intensity. Inhale, breathe into that intensity and just let it go through your exhale. We have toxins and stuff that get trapped in there. We just want to breathe and let our breath go there to get the nutrients in there and get the toxins out. Breathing in and breathing out. Soften into the stretch. If you want, you could go deeper into your stretch. Rest your forehead on the back of the hands. If you can hit the floor, go for it. Or you can make a fist with each hand. Bring the floor up to you. You're gonna really feel it inside here. Wrapping around the sides of those hips and glutes. Breathing in, breathing out. Pull your heart through the arms. Go deeper into the stretch. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen through your spine. Breathing in, breathing out. Couple more deep inhales here. Breathe into the center of your low back. Go a little deeper if you can. Breathing in, breathing out. Take one more deep inhale. Slowly, we're gonna rise up. Take another inhale here. Really lift and lengthen. Feel how those hips release. Exhale, gently release those arms. And then we're just gonna take our legs out of the pose. Bend the knees. Reach up. Bring palms down. And do a gentle little windshield wiper. Just go side to side right over the creases of the sides of your hips. Breathe in, breathe out. That's it. Ooh, that feels so good to get into the side of the hip right now. Wonderful. Awesome. Okay. So now what I want you to do, I'm gonna have you extend your heels. And I want you to think of slide your heels away and then tighten the core, draw them in, lift heart to sky. Two more. Just slide those heels away, feel those hamstrings, scoop your core tight. One more, slide those heels away. Now you're gonna keep the heels down, elevate your heart, unweight the shoulders, press from the armpits, separate fingertips wide apart, press into the palms right through there from the armpits in to the palms, and then as you push down, I'm gonna have you elevate your heart, engage your glutes, and really feel the inner thigh lines pull together, collarbones open wide, press your hips to the sky and hold, and inhale, and exhale, doing a little reverse plank, lift your heart, feel those gluteals work, exhale, lift the hips a little higher, inhale, exhale a little bit higher, use your core. Breathing in, breathing out. And 5. And 4, press into those palms. And 3, think our loud gong points. And 2, press. Lift your heart, lift your hips. And gently release. Excellent. Shake out those knees. Awesome. Okay, we're just gonna do a little seated twist now. So if you bend in bottom leg and just slide your top foot over, and then just try to like equalize hips again. You're gonna give your leg a little hug in. You're gonna lift this arm up, and then I want you to just do a little mini back bend, lift your heart to the sky, and stretch. Maybe you'll have your elbow on this side, palm facing away. Lift your heart, stretch out your back, sits bones drop, get that gluteal to stretch a little more. Think of rotating from the area between your shoulder blades. Rotate around that breastbone here. Breathe in, breathe out, lift, slight little back bend, slight little back extension, lift heart to sky. Create some spaciousness in that mid-back. Make it easier to breathe. Breathing in, breathing out. One more deep inhale, breathing in, breathing out. Softly, gently release. All right, let's go the opposite way. So you're just gonna fold this leg in, Other leg, I gotta switch because we twist to the bent knee side. Switching. I'm just rotating facing you so I can do my other leg and face you. And then you're gonna notice sometimes one side could be a little tighter. So what do you wanna do? You're gonna elongate up. You're gonna give your knee a little hug. Sometimes you'll notice how one side feels different than the other. You're gonna give that leg a hug. Elevate heart. Bring that palm down. Really lift. And again, you could either have your elbow in, twist a little deeper into that stretch, or hug that knee in. Little tiny mini back bend. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Feel some space. Lift your heart. Inhale. Exhale. Collarbones wide. Sit tall. You want to get some space opening up in that mid-back between your two shoulder blades. Let's take one more deep inhale here. Inhale. Exhale. And softly release. Wonderful. All right, so now we're just going to uncross that leg. And then what I want you to do here, float your palms together, little extension, inhale, and then exhale as you just press your shoulder blades away from each other, and then you inhale, lift up, and then just press your shoulder blades apart. That's it. One more, inhale, exhale, press your shoulder blades apart. Excellent. And then from here, what I want you to do, open heart, chest is open, elevate head away from tailbone. Now really open the space, hip hinge forward, hip hinge, hip hinge, hip hinge. Open the space through the back of the ribs and hug under the backs of your thighs. You're hip hinging. And I want you to take 3 deep inhales and exhales right across the back of those ribs. Really expand, hip hinge forward, expand into the back of those ribs. Inflate, exhale. Breathe into the back and the sides of your ribs. Inflate. Stretch apart, get some space between the ribs. Exhale. One more time, really create space in your body. Inhale. Expand those ribs. And exhale. Gently release. Wonderful. Now we're just going to face front. I'm just going to crisscross our ankles in a little easy pose. And we are done for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I want to give you a little neck release. Roll shoulders up, down, back, away from your ears. They go up, down, back, away from ears. 3. Release any tension in there. 2 more. Last one. And reverse your direction. Other way. Breathe in. Breathe out. Wonderful. Inhale, exhale. You might hear popping and cracking. It dissipates over time. If it bothers you, you don't have to do it. 2 more. And last one. Release. Excellent. Okay, now look straight in front of you. Shoulders are down. What I want you to do to create space in your neck vertebra, we're going to do a really small micro motion. I want you to draw your chin straight into the neck and just open up the space opposite of the nose at the back of the head. And then release. Pull the chin straight in for a moment. Open up the space in the neck vertebra. Release. 2 more. Pull the chin straight back. Feel a little space open, cervical spine. Release. And just one more time. Breathe in. Pull that chin back slightly. Exhale, release. Wonderful. So I just wanted to create a little bit more space and cervical spine. Now I'm just going to have you tilt ear to shoulder and just stretch this arm for a second away from you. Just feel this pulling and stretching. Move in really small increments when you're stretching your neck just to be safe. Gently tilt chin up, going into here a little deeper. And then gently tilt chin down. One more time. Small range, tilt up. And then if this feels really good, like it's releasing a lot of stuff, then you can pause the video and just stay here a little longer without forcing anything. Gentle little tilt down. Slowly come up center. Remember, use small increments when working with your neck. Don't go too far. Just test it. Make sure you're okay with it. Stretch this arm away. Now gentle little tilt. Just feel the elongation. Stretch the fingers away. Inhale, exhale. So if this first one's okay, and you want to go a little deeper, then you tilt chin up slightly. I'm still tight from driving across country, believe it or not. In November, I'm still feeling it in my neck and my shoulders. Slowly working it out. Tilt your chin softly down. Just lengthening one more time. Tilt up a little bit. Small range. And then gently tilt down. And return center. Excellent. Take a deep inhale. And gently bring your hands to your heart center, feeling rejuvenated, replenished, and re-energized from taking some time to care for yourselves on the mat. So I thank you so much, and I'll see you again soon. And if you like my channel, please hit like or share, subscribe to help me grow. Thank you so much. Peace, everyone. And I'll see you again really soon. I'm going to do some videos of different lengths, some shorter ones too. So I know not everyone has a lot of time all the time. So I'll try making different segments. So whatever appeals to you, you can find it and do the stretching that you need to do that feels right for you. All right, bye. See you soon.